If things are correct, the custodian slash guard was turned to a killer. So I think we're alone here. I'm inside. Where are you guys? Now keep in mind the killer could have picked up the phone and is trying to tell you to get to him. That's definitely a possibility. We are using the lights from our phone and the battery is almost dead. We found some paint in one of the classrooms and have painted arrows leading to where we are. Search for your friends. I wonder. Well, the school tells me search for my friends, so I'll do just that. Even though I feel like I'm falling right into a trap. But, you know, if I'm falling into a trap or not, it's the situation I'm given. Whatever, it's a thing to explore. Let's see. The dark school hallways. Someone wants to be let out. Peekaboo. There's enough light in here for me to see on my own. Hey, they got calculators and everything. Would they do this for you? It's a good question. Oh, you know what? I think, you know what? Here's something about the question, would they do this for you? I think they would. From what I gathered from the story it's been telling me, these people, when I was in a coma for a year, visited me almost every day. So, you know, that takes a lot of commitment. And even if they weren't specifically going to go into a forest to help me from a locked school, I say I owe them one for looking after me when apparently even my family and kids abandoned me and ran off with some man in New York. So, yeah. From the little bit I know about them outside of these text messages, I'll say, you know, even if they wouldn't do this specifically for me, they did good by me in my time of need. So, yeah. With that perspective, there's a note here. Teacher report. Name, Chris Steeler. Class year report. People comment. I have enjoyed. Yeah, you know, that's a good way to start your teacher comment. Oh wait, that's a people comment. I have enjoyed my time at school, but I find it difficult to make new friends because so this is supposed to be a bad spelling teacher or student. New friends because people don't seem to enjoy my enthusiasm for entertainment and sports. I have to get better grades next year. Strengths, improvements, work harder in core subjects, spend less time messing around. Chris excels in physical education, enjoys undertaking all elements of activity in sports, but lacks the basic knowledge of his core subjects. Sometimes you can see he has the capability to engage with the core subjects, but I feel he is swayed by other individuals in his year group and seems to spend a lot of time picking on the most academic students for pleasure. If he puts his mind to other subjects, he would find himself much more fit for future life. I just hope he can improve with some guidance from the staff team. Alright, head of year comment. Chris's overall demeanor is good, and he's usually very polite to the staff and other members of the team, but he has a strong case of anger management tendencies. These are prevalent in classes he does not enjoy and must work with the support staff to overcome these issues. Alright, attendance is a 1, performance is a 4, effort is a 4, presentation is a 2, behavior is a 4, homework is a 3. So I assume that this is a scale where 1 is the best and 4 is the worst, not that 4 is the best and 1 is the worst. Because that would mean his attendance is really good, his performance is not, his effort is not, his presentation is a 2, his behavior is... and his homework is kind of there. Date, January 1st, 2010. I don't think anyone goes to school on January 1st. Do you know anyone that goes to school on January 1st? I've never been to school on January 1st. Please sit down quietly and begin the assessment on your desk. The second part of this lesson will be your favorite... Is this a British game? It's got the... Algebra. Enjoy your double lesson. Enjoy your double lesson, lads. Nothing found. I am skimming the area. Nothing found. So when there's a red dot, it means I can investigate something nearby. I can close and open the door at my free will. Okay. No other batteries. I'm trying to save my batteries right now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be happy I save my batteries later. But yeah. Soul. There's just a flickering light at the end of the hallway. Don't mind that. Maths room. Evidently not the English room. Maths room. Mr. Ruckus. No math for me, I guess. Left and a right. The arrow points that way. I'll go this way first then. Water fountain. Computer lab. Fortunately very dark, so it's the first room where I actually specifically need to use my flashlight. I literally, I mean, I can kind of see, but not well enough to do anything. Please sit down, log on to the computer, and begin from where you've left your work. Brian Dillich and Chris Steeler, please report to the Principal Bergs. Batteries acquired at the very least. Maybe I need to restore power to this room. This is the computer room, and if there's something I need to do with computers, then yeah. I think that's all I'm going to get out of this room for the moment. At least until I figure out more about it. Storage room. Use keypad. Well, I'm not going to sit here and guess all 999 things without any sort of guidance clues, so that locker's just closed. Okay, I'm going to go the way that they pointed to. The arrow pointed this way, but I bet it's not going to be as easy as going this direction. What is this? The English room? Do these power switches turn on? No. Hard work is a two-way street. You get back exactly what you put in. That's not always true. In a number of ways. In fact, as an English teacher, you know, like, just because you put in the work to make a book doesn't mean that you're going to get returned what you put into the book. Why would he want to meet me here? I ain't spoke to him for ages. Then out of the blue, let's meet out in the forest. I should have known maybe Dave found out about my affair with Michelle. Was that him dressed in that long coat? Good job, I'm a military man. He came up behind me, but I was able to disarm him. I tried to restrain him, but he got away. He cut me pretty bad. I'm gonna find him and end this once and for all. He acts so innocent, but he is a control freak. She didn't love him. He still runs these halls. Get out while you still can. Batteries acquired. I'm getting the batteries up. Battery up. Nothing found. Okay. Decent. Science lab. It's locked. I think I was going this way. So, a man in a gray coat. And since we're army, he's able to throw him off some security room. Which obviously I'm not going into. For reasons. Computer lab. Mr. Sterling. It's locked. Mountain School class of 2009. Things to check. Closing things. The arrow points that way, but obviously I'm gonna check this stuff. Restroom stall. Restroom stall. Need crowbar. Well, now I know what I'm sort of looking for. That's direction. Gymnasium. The door is locked. The arrow pointed that way, so I'm gonna look this way in the dark. Well, unfortunately, I'm getting to an area which is much darker than previous, which is why I've been saving my flashlights. Figured it might be useful. If I needed a crowbar, the stairs are this way. This is the art room. And there's light! I like art. Look at that beautiful art. Someone's really trying to express themselves with paint all over the floor. That's art. Get back exactly what you put in. Again, not true. Oh, another battery required. I'm really starting to stock up on these, aren't I? Mr. Grant is off sick today. The class will be taken by Mr. Tyler, the janitor. And look, it's the same painting we saw in there. I guess I just really like that painting. Oh, computer room key. I have obtained that. Nothing found. Nothing else found. Guess not. Look at this art. Same painting I also saw from a previous location. Just repeating paintings is really all. Now, where is this computer room? That's the storeroom. Okay. There's someone here. What is this? Oh, I could set this aflame. I could do that, actually. Nothing found. Batteries acquired. Nothing found. I can examine all these. Nothing found. Nothing found. It would set aflame. It looks like gasoline. Okay, before I go back to the computer room, which was previously locked, and now I think I have a key, I'm gonna go this way because I think this was the way I did not come from, or maybe it was. This is the gymnasium. God dang it, I turned around. I got myself flipped around. So it's this way I'm going. Also, my batteries are noticeably becoming dimmer, so I should be a little bit wary. The stairs are said to be over here, but that actually scared me a little bit, I'll admit. Don't know why that sound scared me. Alright. Well, the stairs are open, but I kind of like to tackle things floor by floor. So I'm checking. Okay, I thought this might be dead end. I was checking to make sure it wasn't like a dead end or something. Because if it was, then that would explain some things. But also lets me know I don't have to come back here and waste time and batteries on it. Is there anything like more batteries back here? No? Needs crowbar. Okay, but there is a crowbar opening thing here. So when I find the crowbar, it might be worth my time to come over this way. Okay, so the computer room was to the left of where I'm going to come up here in just a second. Over there. But I kind of want to first look this way because I'm already taking the time to look everywhere first. See if I find anything I need. Paint. And more paintings. Some very artistic students at this school. My battery's getting very dim. Another stairway. Okay, Brian Drillage, class science, people comment. Science is okay, I guess. Reading from the books bores me. It's kind of fun when we do practicals and things, like when we just dissected a frog, but Ryan was pissing me off, so I threw the guts at him. Alas is my fate. Strengths, practical assessments, improvements, to do my work and not talk to my mates all the time. Teacher comment. Since we last met at the teacher-parent night, Brian has improved marginally, although there have been various incidents where his friends have led him in the wrong direction. The janitor came in my room to empty the bins, and Brian started calling out disgraceful comments towards him. The boys carried out hurling abuse at the janitor until I removed them from the class. I have heard from other teachers that other similar incidents have occurred so far this year. Brian has been moved away from his friends in class, and this has helped him to knuckle down. Now then. I don't think I fist him along. He's throwing guts at me. Now then. Head of your comment. Brian's general attitude has improved since he has moved away from his friends. Brian has had many warnings about his behavior and attitude in school as a whole, and it seems it may be starting to sink in. His attendance is a 2, his performance is a 3, his effort is a 4, his presentation is a 3, his behavior is a 4, his homework is a 3. From Steven. Up we go. Up here looks open, but locked. Needs a key card. Well, this is a complicated school. Also, I can face right through this object. Notable. Alright, so we obviously got the computer key, so I'm going to use that and move over this direction. Now to the right. Is this the computer room? That's the bathroom. In fact, I think this was also the bathroom. Notably, this bathroom also has oil under it. I didn't notice that before, but now I do. And there was oil in the other room, too. So is this that's the security room? And my batteries are getting really low. This is the computer lab. I've opened it. Thankfully it has lights, so I don't have to use my goddamn flashlight stuff in here. Ooh, there's even power here. Power. Oh, there's a star. I think there's a puzzle. So, blank star. Is there a name here on that document? It's just a star symbol. Blank triangle. Well, that was a rumble. Close the door for the second. Date 1110, Mr. Sterling. Nothing found here. Batteries acquired. I've got 11 batteries. So, star triangle. Notably, I can't turn off the computer monitors. Star triangle. Nothing. Nothing. So, is this map important? I think it is. Geology map in Oida Prefecture. Star, triangle, circle. So far it's blank, da-da. It's always 2 computers away so far. So probably it's going to be that one coming up. Nothing, nothing. It's going to be this one. Okay. So. Class rules. Be on time, on task, on prepare to learn every day. Keep all personal electronics put away. Be responsible for your own learning. Respect the teacher and the classroom of the students. Trash goes to the trash can, not your maid. Hashtag. Right, we live in a different era where hashtags rule all. Now, do I mess around with this front computer? What am I supposed to do? Okay, so obviously these symbols are important. They're probably part of a puzzle. But what am I supposed to do with them? We have a star. We have a triangle. We have a circle. We have a shield. Notably, I can also interact with something around here, and I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. Maybe it was behind me. Walk around with this pointing to myself the whole entire time. You know, blank star, blank blank, triangle, blank blank, circle, blank blank, shield. But what am I supposed to do with that information? I understand that. What I don't understand is what this information is for. I can't interact with anything, so maybe the information goes elsewhere, but the problem is, I don't know. Wait. There's a shield here. Did that change? Wait. All the blackboards. Have they had different symbols on them? Star, triangle, circle, shield. This room has a shield on it. What am I supposed to do in each of the rooms? I'm starting to figure it out, I think. All the other rooms have a different symbol. That is the question, obviously. This one has a circle on it. Okay, so we're right, but what do we do with that information? Do we enter inside the rooms in that order? Open the doors in that order? I get that now all of the whiteboards have a different symbol on them. Triangle. But that still doesn't exactly explain what we do with that information. Star. So, we partially have the answer to this. Oh, Well, I can't turn the computer monitors on or off anymore. And there's something more to this, because each of these rooms that have these have different symbols in them. And I found all 4 of the symbols now. But I don't know what I do with them. Yeah, you can't turn off the monitors. I was trying that earlier because that was my first thought. So we've got 2 parts of the puzzle, but we're still missing the core part. What does this lead to? We have the symbols, and with that, we also now know where each one is. Maybe the teacher's name is important. I'm going to write this down inside that note that I was keeping earlier. So Mr. Macintosh is literally the name here. I'm going to write whatever other information I can, because maybe it's part of the puzzle, but I don't know where I input this all at. Or wait. Oh, I think I figured it out. I think I'm figuring it out. 2. Okay, I think I'm figuring this out. I have a severe idea that I think might be correct. There was a numerical pad somewhere. So star is 2. My flashlight's like next to useless. I should probably change that pretty soon. This is triangle. What number is listed under this room? I think that's a 4. That's a 4. I should probably switch out my battery. I'm going to do that. Okay, yeah, so that's a 4. A triangle, so... Triangle 4. I think that's the important information. Did I just accidentally see through the wall there? I did just accidentally see through the wall there. Glance in that room. Okay, so this is a 6. Circle. So circle is 6. Now I do have to get something back in my memory. Shield. Shield is 7. Shield is 7. Now the order says that star is first, so that's a 2. Then the triangle, so that's a 4. In fact, I think I got them in the right order. Circle is 6, and the shield is 7. So it'd be 2, 4, 6, 7. But now, where was the numerical pad? That's the last bit of this puzzle, which I think is it. I don't actually know that 100%, but I think that would be it, because there was a numerical pad earlier. And I don't exactly remember where said numerical pad was, is the problem. Was it over here? I feel like I found it after I'd been through the previous rooms we just came through. This needed a key card up here. I remember this needs a key card, and we don't have a key card yet, obviously. So let's go back down. There was a numerical pad. Like, you guys remember that too. I stumbled in, I was like, I don't know what the numerical pad code is. I said that at the time, but now I don't remember where the numerical pad was. I should have mentally made a bigger note of that, because obviously we'd have to go back to it eventually. Just gonna kind of skim areas until I think I found it. I don't think it was in the art room. I don't remember it being in the art room. That needs a lighter, obviously, and then not really a numerical thing. Let's go this way. I'm trying not to use my flashlight also so I can save my batteries, even though I know I have more than enough batteries probably right now, but... That's just locked. I just remember that there was a numerical pad. Oh wait, actually I think I kind of remember where it was now. I kind of have this loose memory of where it was. I think it was back here actually. I think it was next to that computer room that one of the symbols was in. I feel like it was next to a door to imply that it was supposed to be unlocked. I think it was over here in this wing of the school. Yeah, there it is. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, really? We know that the shield is 7. Wait. Really? Oh. 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 We were overthinking it. There was just another keypad we didn't spot. I got batteries. Crowbar, need crowbar. Backup generator instructions. If a power cut occurs, please use the power distribution board to decide which zones need necessary power. Only 3 zones can receive power at one time, including the school lights when in backup power mode. Zone 1 requires power at all times. The generator and security room need electricity at all times to manage power throughout the school. Power to a zone will turn all wall sockets and ventilation on. So power to a zone will turn on all wall sockets, ventilation on. Okay. 3 zones can receive power at one time, including the school lights, when in backup power mode. Zone 1 requires power at all times for those 2. Okay. So basically, we can read different power outlets. Let's do it. Oh. I can't close the door. Report note number 4. Did I miss report note number 3? Let's see. Note. The ventilation system in Zone 4 is currently broken. A call-out has been made, but the electrician cannot get until Monday. Pick up memory stick. Yeah. I managed to find the code to the security room. It's written in a notebook, but Must have been one of the security team members. I sat through what felt like hours of videotapes, but I found something. The janitor had taken 2 students down to the laundry room. I knew there was something about that room. He had one of them tied up and then made him watch as he beat the other one with some sort of weapon. It was extremely hard to watch, but it was good evidence for my story. I can see it now. Police cover-up, beatings, and torture took place in school hours right under the nose of the head teacher. Strong but effective, I guess. School lights. Can I even change this? Why can't I turn the alarm on? Power management. Well, here's a map of the school, I guess. You are here. The gymnasium is there. This is the 2nd floor. Okay. Well, it's not a very complicated school layout. What am I supposed to do with this memory stick I got? In the computer room, you'd think? Hmm. Should I just... Oh, there's some security cameras. But... should I just turn the alarm on? I don't have a crowbar. I can't reroute the power. I don't know. I really actually don't know. It's the only thing I can do in here. Besides, I picked up a memory stick, though. What does this even really do? I can't crouch or anything, so that's notable. I don't... So, it's the memory stick? The only thing that I really got out of that was a memory stick, and I don't know where it goes. I don't think it'd be used as a key card, so I don't think that's it. I'm gonna try anyway, though. Can I use the memory stick as a key card? Yeah, I think so. You would think you would use it in a room that would, you know, have a computer on. Maybe I could use it in the main computer. Maybe I have to somehow reroute the power. How do I reroute the power is the question. Nice basketball. Because I don't see anything here that allows me to reroute the power. I can see that apparently I'm supposed to be able to reroute the power. If a power occurs, please use the power distributor board to decide which... Oh, if a power cut occurs, please use the power distribution board to decide which zones need power. Only 3 zones can receive power at one time, including the school lights when in backup power mode. How do I cut the power then? So I think I don't have to do this until I come back, because currently, normal power level, emergency power level. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to mess with this yet. It's when the power goes off. I really don't like that sound. I was just testing something. Have you got what it takes? That's new. I'm gonna turn it off. That's annoying to listen to. And something changed over here, so... Have you got what it takes? More of that note. What the fuck? Think I found a glitch. I bet I could clip out of the level, but I'm not going to do it because I actually would like to beat this. There's a new candle out here. There was most certainly not a candle here before. I would have noticed it. It would have made light. I'd be like, ooh, candle. There are symbols written on the candle as well, notably. So the question comes back to this core question. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this memory stick? And the level has changed ever so slightly, but really ever so slightly. Have you got what it takes? I don't know. Do I have what it takes? I don't know. Yeah. Can I put the memory stick in one of these computers? There's only so many rooms that are open right now. Not one of those rooms, though. It's not there. Well, I know where there's the off computer room. The computer room that would make the most sense, like the place that makes most sense, is literally right across the hall here. But, you know, I can't actually interact with any of these computers by the fact they're all on. And this changed. Nothing else changed but this. Have you got what it takes? Evidently not, because I don't even know what the next step is. I am completely... Well, okay, there was actually a second change. There's also now a candle over here. Candle? It's got symbols on it. But yeah. Oh, is this open? Did I close this before? Oh, there we go. It was a new room that was open. I did it. Sam Hawks. Who even used the maths in the real world? It's boring as hell. These are calculators for reasons. Using calculator. Proven to sit through the whole class without sleep. Sam has zero respect for the subject. He's falling behind more and more each class. He's on a report for his behavior in all of his classes. Nothing seems to get through to Sam these last few months. It seems to have started ever since him and his friends had to altercation with the janitor at lunch. As you will know, there have been several incidents involving the boys and the janitor. It is an ongoing investigation. Sam is on his final warning, and no more of his bad acts will be tolerated. Head of your comment. Sam's behavior and attitude towards maths has not changed since we last met. It is becoming more and more of a concern. Teachers are finding him unteachable. I have had Sam in for a chat about what the matter is. He continues to use the ongoing matter with the janitor as his excuse. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 10. It's a 3. Thanks for watching the video. I'd very much appreciate if you take a moment to consider donating to my Patreon, which I am using to try and make this more of a livelihood, not just for missed game videos, but little games to make my own time, and to bring different types of videos to the channel. You can find the link for my Patreon in the description below, or in the video, obviously. If you'd be interested in seeing me recording gameplay videos and doing other things live, I stream quite regularly and record almost all my gameplay over at a site called Hitbox TV on my channel. You can also see that in the video currently. I hope you enjoyed the video, and adieu.